Ghettoblaster, also known as Street Beat in the USA, is a game by ex-task set programmer Tony Gibson and musician Mark Harrison. In the game you play the part of Rockin Rodney, moving around streets searching for music tapes in a town called Funky. The graphics and sound are in typical task set style, with bold and colourful characters, nicely drawn streets and some suitable dance beat music. In fact, it appears to follow on with the same character from the original task set game, Jamming. Upon loading Ghettoblaster, you are presented with a superb street scene and foot-tapping funky tune. But what is the game all about? The title probably gives that one away pretty quickly. Mind you, being an 80s game, I don't even know if kids today know what a Ghettoblaster is. Have you ever tried showing them a VHS? Quite amusing, really.
We call it a VHS.
VHS. I feel like I've heard that. You're just telling me words that I don't know.
Go ahead and put it in.
I don't know.
Funky Town is where it all happens, and this is represented on screen as 3D streets with buildings in the background, a pavement and a roadway. On these swinging sidewalks appears Rockin Rodney and his Ghettoblaster, which was basically a boombox which ruled the 80s. As mentioned, the title of the game gives away what it's all about. Really funky music in a streetwise hip-hop town.
And you know what time it is? Disco time!
Rodney has to collect 10 demo tapes from the dancing parties in the town and deliver them to the offices of Interdisc so that a record can be made. First, you have to go in search of batteries for your Ghettoblaster from an electrical supply store. Once you've got them, you have to find a tape to play. Tapes are found behind the doors of houses, which are visibly pulsating with the beat. Once you've got a tape in your blaster, you can turn it on, and one of the 10 funky tunes will boogie its way out of the C64. The next part is to blast other people with the music to get them dancing. You do this by pressing the fire button to shoot musical notes at them. When enough people are dancing, you can deliver the tape to Interdisc and set off in search of another one. The 10 tapes all have to be collected before your on-screen tape counter reaches 999, otherwise the vinyl won't hit the streets on time. Rodney can cross the street to get to the houses on both sides of the road, or use junctions to change streets. He can also wander around the two parks full of trees, bushes and magic mushrooms. The longer you take to deliver a tape, the more people you have to make dance before you can deliver the next one. This is made even tougher by some of the inhabitants of the town who may damage the blaster or wreck it completely. Damage can be repaired at a repair shop, but a total wreck means game over. The majority of the harder enemies only start appearing after you start getting closer to 10 tapes, but here is a quick list of some of those crazy dudes you should really avoid. Psycho Killer has crazy dreadlocks, but walks slow enough you can avoid him. If he touches you, you're dead. He's there from the start. Tone Deaf Walker wears a striped outfit, runs pretty fast at you and breaks your stereo. If he breaks it 3 times, you get a message that it's been broken beyond repair and your game ends. He's also there from the start. The Cop looks like a cop, obviously. Pops up around tape 3 and will turn down your radio all the way down if he bumps into you. If you've got it on the highest volume, he just bashes your head in and your game is over. Bandits of the Beat will steal your tape if they bump into you, and you have to go hunt down another one. You can repel them with a music blast though. Gangsters of Groove will also steal your cassette. Pusherman is a chubby guy who has an angry looking face and looks like he's wearing a hat with lightning bolts on the side of them. He's as fast as the Tone Deaf Walkers and will kill you instantly. He starts showing up around tape 7 or 8. Karma Chameleon is just a flashing outline around a person. Upon contact, he steals the tape and beams Rodney to a faraway location. Jolly Green Giants populate Itchy Park, where you have to pick up the last cassette. Luckily, they're only found in this park, and as long as Rodney stays close to one of the toadstools in the park, they don't bother him. One touch, and it's game over. Jumping Jack Flash is the only person who will help you. If Rodney is still looking for a tape, he beams him directly to a flashing door, otherwise back to Interdisc. Only on the way to the last cassette in Itchy Park does Jack not help. Finding your way around takes a bit of getting used to, as the screen suddenly changes when you go around a corner or cross over the road. But here's a map of Funky Town I found that was apparently scribbled down by Tony Gibson himself. You'll note that all the streets have song titles like Electric Avenue, Baker Street and Strawberry Fields. The display is split into your view of the street and a Ghettoblaster, complete with tape counter, volume and battery strength. A status line between the two, the blaster's handle, gives updates on the game with song titles, cute comments and the occasional helpful bit of information. The tunes in the game are excellent and mostly very different. They only play when you have a tape and batteries. Not only that, but there is a completely different title tune as well. All the characters are done in detail, from Groover Rodney to the ageing fuzzy breakers who roam the streets. If you hit one of the ordinary people with your music, they start boogieing around the street in sheer delight. The volume is controllable with F1 and F2. The louder the music, the easier it is to get passers-by freaking out to the music. But beware, the local fuzz get unhappy if you play the music too loud. And don't forget to keep an eye on the battery level and tape counter in case either the batteries or your time limit run out.
Put it up to
11, exactly.
This game impressed me with its funny plot and rhythmic music. The motivation to carry on playing lasts for quite a while, since the outcomes can be quite difficult in your quest to deliver all 10 tapes within the time limit. However, doing this without the blaster breaking or Rodney becoming the victim of a wandering psycho killer won't be an easy task. Conclusion: very groovy. Give it a whirl and let me know what you thought of the game in the comments section. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button to show love for Ghettoblaster. And also don't forget to hit subscribe if you're enjoying the Commodore 64 nostalgia. There's plenty more games on the channel, and I'm sure there will be more games like this that you will recognise from your youth. So, without further ado, I'll head to the next video, and I hope to see you there too. Until then, bye for now. Just want to take a moment to thank the following patrons. It's massively appreciated that you're supporting the channel, covering the games we love. Stay retro.